Huh. Sinker.
Lefty.
Sinker.
Mechanic.
Sinker.
Man's man.
Hello and welcome to the player profile and projection for Joe's McFly's favorite player on the team. It's Tim Hill.
I'm very happy Timothy Hill is back.
Yeah, that was from don't get used to this guy, throws at a gross angle, waived from the White Sox, pit stop on the Yankees, to a 1 year, $2.5 million contract.
Good
Tim!
Good for you.
Let's go get dinner. Tim Hill was so good with the Yankees last year. 44 games, a 2.05 ERA, no strikeouts, and that's fine.
He was so good that fans were actually begging for him to be in the game to face Shohei Ohtani in a World Series game in extras.
And people forget, Nestor got Shohei.
Got Shohei.
But, oh, my God.
The Fred train. No one calls him
No
Fred.
one calls
No
him
one
the
calls
Fred
Why are we trying to start stuff that isn't a thing?
Tim Hill, if you have no idea, the arm angle on Baseball Savant is listed at negative 20 degrees, which means if you put your arm out straight, keep going down. One of the funkier throwing angles in the league. I have to call myself out, if I'm being honest, whenever the other team brings in one of these guys. I say that's gross, and I don't like that. But that means that's what some hitters think.
Yeah.
And he was amazing with the Yankees last year. The highest ground ball rate, 68.2%. The lowest strikeout rate, 10.7%. Lefties, he was a little better against than righties, but righties, he was still pretty good against. I guess for me, Joseph, I want to see what year 2 feels like. Because I don't want to say we got the best sampling we could from Tim Hill, but we kind of did.
Do you think he'll be better with a better infield defense?
Cook.
I think he will.
Should be.
More athletic up the middle. I think they have really good chemistry up the middle.
Sure.
There's Goldschmidt, who his glove hasn't aged. And then third base is supposed to be good defense.
Right. If either Oswald
Yeah.
locks it down, that's a solid defender to a plus defender.
Mm-hmm. And that would be good.
Right.
So I think I'd see that with Max Fried as well. But it would be awesome because before he even signed, we had no lefty.
Right.
It was just only righty in a very good pen anyway. But I'm very happy to have him on here. And increased ground ball rate. If he wants to strike out more people, I have no problem with that. But get me those ground balls, Tim Hill.
And he's currently listed as the only lefty in the bullpen, which let's see how things sort out. And the Yankees have a couple options at camp that we'll mention at the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, some of the stats are bizarre. I think my favorite one is when he was behind in the count, he threw fastballs 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, man.
This is what I do.
This is a man's man. You know what? Beat me.
He throws 2 different fastballs. He has a sinker and a four-seamer. So if he thinks someone's getting on the sink, he'll mix that in. He threw a slider 5% of the time, which I would love to know what that pitch looks like. Because Tim Hill's 35 years old. This isn't like an early sidewinder.
Yeah.
So if he has the confidence or lack of confidence to throw his slider 5% of the time, that pitch can't be doing much.
I'd like to see it. I don't know if 5%, is there even video on it?
Like I wonder if those are just like his
seen it.
angle. Does it just get misread?
Like it just cut?
Does
Does he just have the same pitch?
It's got a different mile per hour on it.
Okay.
And yeah, I feel he only goes to it, from what I remember, was in at bats where like it was a foul ball fest because he doesn't have swing and miss.
Yes.
So when guys were just fouling off the same fastball or even the different fastballs, he was kind of like, I got to do something to get out of here. Man, 100 percentile on Baseball Savant on missing barrels.
Do you feel like
That's good?
He would be like a. You remember back in the day where the Logie would exist? He would be the prototypical.
I remember the Loogie.
Logie.
Who's Logie?
Why are you trying to start stuff that doesn't exist?
Weren't you calling him before this white trash Zach Britton?
Never. That was never said. What the hell is that? I've never said that.
You've
about
never
Tim
said
Hill.
that.
Never
You've
said
never
that.
said that. You like Tim Hill, though.
I do.
Is it because he's old or he does his job? Like, what's the...
I just feel like he's like...
You called him a mechanic.
I feel like he's like...
You think he's a man's man.
I feel like he's a blue-collar worker.
He kind of is.
You know? And I feel like... And now he's going to be
And
able
that's
to...
what this city used to be.
And you know what? If he gets a goatee, like kind of how Randy Johnson would have his goatee kind of thing. I'm not saying
Easy candidate for grossest beard on the Yanks this year.
Sure.
Oh. Yeah.
Judge it sometimes.
He might have to have a talk.
A little.
But if it's working.
If it's working, be like, you know what?
He's on the board for like good odds to be the first like line stepper.
First, Michael K might say something on the broadcast.
He may have a couple of tank tops with, white tank tops with a couple of stains on them.
I think he likes the stash.
Beer stains. He's a beer guy.
You've said that before, too.
He's a beer guy.
Him and Tonk.
Yes.
Michael
We
Talkin,
dreamt of him
man.
and Talkin hanging out in Detroit. Rest of the team went to Chicago a day early.
Yeah.
From August 25th through the ALDS, he only threw fastballs. 94% of the time, first pitch fastball. It's
Come and get it.
It's very different. Do we have a taster reel of Tim Hill, Beebs?
We do have a taster reel of Tim Hill.
Get a taste
after
of
this.
Tim Hill.
It's an exciting time for sports, spring training, as you know. Also, the most exciting month in college basketball is here with underdogs ready to fight their way to the top and established teams ready to defend their titles. This is the time to lock in your picks with our partners at DraftKings. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 will get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you use code YANKS. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use code YANKS. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code YANKS only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
I got some double plays that Tim Hill induced
Oh, nice.
for you to watch.
Love double plays. Okay, right at Volpe. Glaber. Get it there.
This could be two.
Okay. Oh.
Bad throw.
This is the playoffs, people. That's a tied game in the 6th inning.
And a ground ball to Volpe. Could be two. Is two.
Is two.
That's slowed down by Hill.
Oh, wow.
One on the first.
Still got that, huh? Cal Raleigh? Yeah. Playoff.
Quan can move. Weird play.
What's that base runner doing? That's 2 playoff double play. Is that the same game?
Same series.
6th in the 7th inning?
It is ball game.
Nice.
Win 8-0.
Ball game.
Save.
8-0. No.
Did he have any saves?
It's funny you mentioned that, Joe's McFly. His over-under for this Yankee season is 1.5 saves. He didn't get any last year. You'd think it might. Guys are tired. He's pitching well. There's got some lefties on their team.
Like, I assume at least one weird day happens. That's why the 1.5
They don't
is
look
the
at
line.
him that way.
I'm going under.
Devin Williams is going to be fresh for every win.
Yeah, not only that, the weave dog.
And it's just, okay, if you go into a game, I'm going under 2. If you go into a game and it's Hamilton, Fernando Cruz, Tim Hill's the third option as closer.
Yes.
Like Tim Hill when the bullpen is thin, he turns into a long man. Like how many times did he throw?
He had way more of those than
Multiple
you
innings.
think for our loogie talk before.
Well, that's kind of how he earned his keep early on. Like that last double play we just watched him throw was an 8-0 game. That Tim Hill had to earn his stripes on the team. Earn your stripes. You ever thought about that?
Pinstripes. Tiger stripes.
Tim Hill had 19 outings of over an inning. That's a nice dude to have, man. And we kind of underappreciate it because it's just, he's just slanging it.
Slanging it. Just blue collar. Doing the work, clocking in, clocking out. Lunch pail.
Blue collar slanging it.
That's it.
The plumber. Honey, the kid doesn't look like me.
What?
The other lefties that might get a look
Why is
this
that
year.
happening?
Tyler Matzik, he injured his oblique.
That sucked. Because when we were in camp, they were kind of
They were a little hyped.
they were hyped with the way that his
Little
stuff
hype.
was looking.
every article about him that's come out, people have been like, "Oh, Philo's back."
Yeah, they're saying that the shape that was the word that I think Booney used. The shape of his breaking pitches looks nice.
Yeah, if Tyler Matzik joins the team this year, there's going to be excitement. Because if you told me Tyler Matzik was going to be healthy, I would take the over on his saves than Tim Hill.
Okay,
Because he's got actual, like, strikeout, mean reliever stuff. A couple other guys on here. Brent Hedrick.
oh, do you have a hiccup?
He's on the 40-man.
You're too old.
On the 40-man, they claimed him off waivers. If to open the year, they want a guy who can give some innings. He's been used as a starter this spring.
Major leaguer, right? He's been
Yeah.
to the show.
Yeah, I mean his velo's up 2 miles an hour this spring over all his previous recordings.
Big.
Okay,
And he's got an option. So,
He'll
okay.
be up and down.
We're probably going to see Brent Hedrick this year.
yes.
We'll get familiar when he joins us. 10 strikeouts in his first 5.2 innings of spring.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I think he's had 2 more games since I pulled that number. Let's assume he kept that going.
Matt Blake?
What's his mix?
Is Brent Hedrick the new Matt Blake project?
What's his mix?
Throw harder, make it move more?
Fastball, two-seamer,
Okay. Tim Hill?
curve.
That would be big.
That's kind of the dirty secret of the Yankees. Those are the only 2 like kind of real guys that are lefties.
Yeah, I guess this is a little
Strinsky.
It's a little eye-opening for me. You might see Brent Hedrick ride the bus this year. Lefty who's pitched in big league games, who the Yankees feel like they've tapped into something that between bullpen injuries and just I like having 2 lefties. Like it's more than a nice to have
Agree.
for me. Like you kind of need that. If you're the other team, you don't want to see that. Do what the other team doesn't want. The more
Yes.
lefties you have in the pen, the more the other team's lefties do not like that.
If we had Cole, I would say I'm okay with 1 lefty. I know you're thinking, what are you talking about? I'm just thinking like the back of the rotation are guys that are probably going to go shorter in games, so I'm probably going to need more innings from the pen, which means more people I want to mix and match with. So I want to be able to have another lefty in that pen to do that with. So Tim Hill, sure, but a guy that could strike out people from the left side would be awesome. So
Just
Like Matzik, just sneaky a big loss. It could have had their
Yeah,
ground
yeah.
ball
Yep.
lefty and their strikeout lefty.
yep.
and just a reminder, I know Jamalama Ding Dog did this recently, but relievers who threw a lot of innings for the Yankees last year. Michael Talkin was 3rd in innings.
Wow.
Caleb Ferguson was 5th in innings.
Berg.
Tim Hill. Then it's Jake Cousins, who before the year we didn't have on the radar. Hammy, we kind of did. Dennis Santana threw 27 innings.
I remember that.
Ron Marinaccio, Victor Gonzalez. So I guess
He'll find his way.
Tim Hill we're about. Brent Hedrick's going to get a look at some point this year, and maybe he's going to be the next Matt Blake masterclass. So we'll be excited for him when he's in pinstripes. Let us know what you like about Tim Hill. What should we know about Brent Hedrick? And know that we will be back with a couple more player profile and projections before the season starts. Real games.
Have a lunch pail.
Avalanche. do, 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 do.